then once 26 hit, it's like, Fumilayo, where's your husband? Sorry, mom, because obviously you're gonna get referenced a lot. Who will marry you? You can't cook, you can't clean, all you know how to do is paint your face. Who will marry you? Let us stop choosing unworthy men because society and pressure forced us into this useless marriage. Sis, we are not like packaged food. We don't have expiration dates. What's yours will be for you. Hi guys, I'm Amy Justin Me. Welcome back to my channel. Today we've got a chatty get ready with me. I'm going to be talking about Africans, especially Nigerians because I'm Nigerian, and the stress that they put on marriage. Like if you're African American or you're British African or Caribbean, I don't know if this really translates, but let me know in the comment section below if it's a struggle that you can relate with. But if you're African and you're especially Nigerian, West African, I feel like you can definitely relate to this topic. And I got to get ready, I got to do my makeup, so I just thought, while I'm getting ready, might as well just film another video on top of it. I'm a girl, I can multitask. Before I go any further, I'll be doing my hair in this video. Working with UNice hair this month with this wig that I don't have to stick down because I'm trying to grow back my edges. If you watched the last video, you know, but the hair's looking a little bit crazy right now, but that's okay, that's normal. We're gonna get it back looking bomb. So I'm just gonna brush it out, get it wet, and then put a bit of mousse through it, and then I'll come back and yeah, start on my face. This wig, it's a wig by the way, so you just buy it, which I think is the best way to do it. I can't be doing bundles, making wig or taking it to get, I'm tired, just give me ready-made wig, thank you. So this wig was initially 14 inches, I think I cut it down to about 12 inches. It is Brazilian, it's water wave, and it is full. Like, this is some bonus right here. It will be linked in the description box. It's UNice hair, so I feel like you can count on them for quality, and super affordable as well. I think they have quite a few Black Friday sales as well going on, so I'll put some discounts in my description box as well. By the way, can I just say, are you following me on Instagram? If you're not, go help your girl out and follow me at justdoing_me. Yes.
Yeah, it's your girl J Money. Shining, they don't wanna see you shining. Bright like a diamond. You're the hater when they see a nigga styling. Trying, gotta keep trying. See, it's all in the grinding. Yeah, it's all in the timing. Yeah, now, who's hot, who's not? Tell me who rock, who sell out the stores. You tell me who flop, my tunes, they blew up. No new friends, we brought the crew up. Starting real hard, cause life is too short. Yeah, shout out to Too Short. Living my life, I'm moving through blocks and running through walls and never give up. Through these walls, we gon' have to move on. No retreat, no surrender. I got the energy, power on me.
Okay guys, so my hair is now going to dry and the curls are going to reset. So time to start on my face and start on the topic of the day, which is marriage by force? Must you get married to be happy? Like the crazy expectations that African parents primarily put on the kids, especially the daughters to get married. So some of you may or may not know that I'm 29, depending on how new you are to my channel. So I'm 29 years old, and by almost every African auntie, uncle, grandfather, grandmama, great step niece, uncle, niece, nephews, aunties, mother, I should be married by now, but I'm not. We're not even close to marriage. We're not even dating. We're just, I don't know where we are, but almost every day, I say every day at least, my mom is always praying. My mom is a prayer warrior. Like, I grew up in a very religious family. If you're African, some form of religion you grew up with, especially Nigerians, we don't believe in not being religious. Like, pick whatever you want to pick, whether it's Satan worshiper, but to make sure you are really, really like in tune with your devil worship, okay? So my mom prays for me all the time, and she, like, my mom's favorite prayer, and I love this prayer, guys. If I'm going to say, if any of you out there are praying for your other half, praying to find your partner, you know, praying for that ring, whatever you're praying for, my mom always says, like, I pray that God will grant you the bone of your bone and the flesh of your flesh. And I love that prayer, because my mom's not praying for like a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer. I mean, she might secretly want those things, but that's not the prayer she says. She prays that God brings me the person that is mine, that is literally of me and I'm of them. And I think that's so important. She's not praying for a millionaire. She's not praying for, you know, anything super crazy. But my mom is always praying. Like, if I speak to my mom, she can't help herself. She must drop into the conversation that all she's waiting for now is for me to get married and to have kids. She really wants her grandkids. And I can respect that, you know. Like, my mom, you know, she didn't really start putting marriage pressure on me until I was about 26. Up until then, it was study, get your career, get your, you know, like, I have a law degree, I have a master's, I went to the bar, passed the bar, that's law school, by the way. So that was the pressure that I had up until like 26, get your career, work for a good company. Then once 26 hit, it's like, Fumilayo, where's your husband? Don't really be dating. It's still kind of frowned upon. Your parents don't want to meet any boyfriends. They only just want to meet husbands, as if husbands just appear overnight. So anyway, I'm 29. My mom really wants kids and grandkids. She really wants to come to my wedding. She's always saying like, that's just all I want now, you know. And like, especially in an African household, like, my mom is watching all of her best friends, all of her sisters, you know, throw lavish weddings. Nigerians love lavish weddings. She's watching them throw lavish weddings for their children, and she's attending to help them celebrate. And she also wants to be part of the celebrations. In African, especially African mothers, Nigerian mothers, it's like, when will I get to, you know, celebrate too? When will I get to show off my daughter and my new son-in-law? It's like a rite of passage. How can all your friends have kids that are married and you don't? Like, it's very much like a status symbol. And like, I feel like growing up, you know, the way African households raise their daughters is very different from the way they raise their sons, which I think is absolutely terrible. Growing up, my mum would be, sorry mum, because obviously you're gonna get referenced a lot in this video, but you know, it's not just my mum. This is pretty much across the board in Nigerian households. And if anything, my mum's on the lighter side. Some of the stuff I be seeing nowadays, I'm like, rah, thank God I was raised in the UK. And, you know, my mum has seen other options. You know, it's not just marry. Like, that's what she wants for me. But she does understand that, like, it's not the only thing I want for myself. But yeah, growing up, my mum would be like, if she was cooking in the kitchen, I had to be there. My mom would be like, how can I be cooking food and you're watching TV? Meanwhile, I'm not the only one watching TV, you know. My younger brother's watching TV, my older brother's watching TV. But God forbid any of the daughters, me or my sister, be watching TV. So it's just like unfair double standard that is prevalent in every Nigerian household. The girl must always be cooking, cleaning, and the boys can pretty much do whatever they want. And I feel like sometimes that's just a recipe to raise useless sons and then just be like a tyrant, you know, when it comes to raising their daughters. And they just let their sons get away with anything. I'm not saying that my brothers are useless, because far from it, but you do see a lot, like, the raised daughters with, like, iron fists. I wasn't raised with an iron fist or anything, like, you know, I'm too stubborn for that. But I was certainly, like, the pressure was always like, who will, mum, do you remember this? The amount of times I heard this growing up. Who will marry you? You can't cook, you can't clean. All you know how to do is paint your face. Who will marry you? Because that was the goal. Like, that was what you're kind of raising your kids to make sure, you're raising your daughters at least, to make sure that when they came to marriageable age, that somebody would marry them, somebody would take them off the market. So that was kind of like how Nigerian mothers, they viewed their job role, like that's your responsibility to raise a daughter that can get married. Mom was like, hey, this useless girl, only makeup you're doing, no one will marry you. Oh my god, cracking myself up. But the reason like this came to mind again recently is like Dima just did Dima Ume. I don't know if you guys follow Dima Ume. I'll put her handle on the screen, but I'm new to Dima. She's a Nigerian YouTuber, but I really like her. I feel her spirit. So she just did a video about this that I just thought was so real and so deep. But really the main thing is there's a new show. It's a Nigerian show called Skinny Girl in Transit, and it's a big show, you know, but I'm so new to it. I only just found out about it. And I've only watched 2 episodes in the current season, and my god, like Sharon Orija, I think is the younger daughter called Shalewa. I follow her on Instagram. She's so beautiful. But if you see the way her mother talks to her, because she's unmarried, she's not engaged, like, and how well she treats her other daughter who is engaged and getting married, and anything Sharon does wrong, it's like, you useless girl. When will you go and find your own husband? It's because you're not married. Everything is like, where's your husband? Where's your husband? Where's your husband? And I was watching this and I thought, like, my mom, I was like always praying for me. Every time like she calls me, like, let's pray. You must find the bone of your bone and the flesh of your flesh. I thought my mom was like putting pressure, but I'm like, nah, man, that is real pressure. And if you're Nigerian and you're dealing with this, say you're living at home, you're a young Nigerian woman, 20s, living at home, and this is what you're hearing on a day-to-day basis from your parents. Yeah, useless, why has nobody married you? That is pressure, fam. And I just want to say, look, life is not just marriage. Don't let these elders, don't let your aunties, don't let your mothers get it twisted. Life is not just marriage. Like, if you found the person that you love and you're settled down with them, you know, things are going great, of course, please marry them, you know, if you're sure that's like the person for you. Hold on. Yeah, so if you found that bone of your bone, the flesh of your flesh, the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, they treat you like a queen, girl, run down that aisle, marry him. But if you are just dating a useless somebody who doesn't treat you well, who doesn't even know when your anniversary is, doesn't care when your birthday is, has never done anything to even remotely make you feel special, except for the fact that he got down on one knee and proposed, my girl, my friend, run. Do not trap yourself in a loveless, unfulfilling marriage just to remove that pressure and remove that stigma, because there's a lot of stigma attached with it. God forbid, like if I was 29, which I am, but living in Nigeria, unmarried, single, all of my aunties and uncles every single day. It's good that they can't even reach me here in England, because your girl don't answer her phone. Don't call me. Don't call me. You know, the pressure, the stigma. She can't even find a man. I remember like a few years ago, I must have only been 27 then, and this guy's like, you don't know that your beauty is going to fade. Soon you'll be 30 something and you'll be still left on the shelf. Look, even if I'm 40 and I'm single, as long as I'm happy, that is honestly the only thing I pray for when I pray. And if there's nobody that can bring more, my friend will stay single. Let me not say that, but my mom will say, don't use your mouth to say such nonsense. Oh god, let me do my brows. I feel like the goal in life should be happiness. The goal in life should be finding someone who, you know, you can't live without. The goal in life should not be Ashra B. It shouldn't be, oh, is my wedding going to be bigger than my neighbour's wedding or my best friend's wedding? Or would I get my wedding onto Bella Niger? Or, you know, how much money can I spend? How much can I dance? Where's... That's not what marriage is about, people. Don't let anybody put pressure on you, because once you get married and the wedding day is over and you've entered Bella Niger and you've entered all these magazines, you even featured in the Shade Room, sis, when he starts beating you, when he starts cheating on you, when he refuses to give you money to go look after the kids, to buy food, when he's going out all night. Nobody will want to hear or to tell you go back home to your husband. Hey, they've done their job. They've gotten you down the aisle. They don't want to hear anymore. So what are you doing that he's beating you, Seth? And you know, God's time is the best time. I cannot go and rush. You know what Nigerians say? I cannot kill myself. I cannot come and die. I cannot just go and rush into something just to say I've got a ring on my finger and I've got a husband. Your village will praise you. You've got a husband. Like you're validated somehow in the fact that a man wants to spend time with you. Right. So all I'm saying is, if you have a daughter out there, you have nieces out there, don't kill them with marriage pressure. If anything, support them to find happiness. Happiness is not easy to find. And even when they've now gotten married and they're unhappy, don't force them to stay in this unhappy marriage just to say, well, you cannot come and divorce, you can't embarrass us, you can't humiliate us, you need to stay there and be quiet, be humble, be begging a man who is cheating on you, be begging him to forgive you. There's this whole African mentality that, like, if your husband, if there's problems in the marriage, the woman must beg the husband to forgive her. Even though she's not done anything wrong, the man is cheating on her. He's looking to say it's her fault. Why is he looking elsewhere? Your aunties, your mother, everybody will send you back to go beg him. No, enough is enough. Let your daughters, let our women, you know, find the right person for them at the right time for them. Let us stop choosing unworthy men because society and pressure forced us into this useless marriage. And then when we find out that the man is now useless, please let us leave. Do not drag us back kicking and screaming to a man who does not know our worth. Let us leave. Remove the stigma from single women. Remove the stigma from divorced women, okay? Let us focus on having happy women. That is all. Mini rant done, okay? Thank you, Mom, every day for your prayers. I appreciate it. I love it when you pray with me. The bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh. I want to give you grandkids, but God's time is the right time. I am not expiring anytime soon. I just see Gabrielle Union in her, I think 43, just had her first kid. She got married when she was 40. You know, we're living in an age where we have the choice to have and exercise this freedom, choices that women, you know, 50 years ago didn't have. So why are we still forcing ourselves to get married at 21, 22, 23? If that's what you want, there's nothing wrong with it. But just know out there now, you have choices, okay? You have choices. I am not expiring. As you see fine girl today, the same fine girl you see in 5 years old. We are looking good. Whew, guys, I feel like I finished my rant. If you guys watch Skinny Girl in Transit, let me know what you guys think. I'm only started on season 5, so is it worth me going back and catching up from season 1? Should I go do that? But I'm just going to finish off like my eyeshadow and then come back to you guys with the finished look. Hey guys, so I just finished my makeup off camera and this is the final look. So if you guys have experienced this pressure, did you experience it before you got married? Are you experiencing it now? You've been married for a while, you want to leave, your people won't let you. Like, let me know in the comment section below. Like, are people pressuring you? Do you feel like, you know, you're running out of time? Sis, we are not like packaged food. We don't have expiration dates. What's yours will be for you. Don't worry, chill. It's okay. We can be single together. Okay. So this is UNice hair. This is the way it looks once it's dried. I'm probably just going to run my fingers through it and fluff it up a little bit to give it a bit more volume. I don't really want that wet look. So yeah, this wig will be linked in my description box. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. You're looking good.